We are here. We got a full house today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do intros.
Hello, my name is Aubrey Morrow. I'm the author of The Trial Period is a teen rom-com, heavy on the rom, heavy on the com. It's out with Wattpad Books, and you can read it now.
What do, everybody? My name is Grayson Wild, and I write with pride. I like diving into fantasy and warm mugs of coffee. What's good, y'all?
Hey, I'm Portia. No fancy, sassy intro, author of Low Bridge, High Water, the Poetry Collection, and connoisseur of rainbow hair and bunny ears. Cat ears, Jesus. I'm not a bunny. Let's rewind that back.
All right, and cut, rewind.
Connoisseur of cat ears and rainbow hair.
Woo! Sorry, I had to add your ticker, but I forgot that you have to mark it as a ticker, so it took a little time. If anyone is watching and lurking and doesn't know who I am, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. Gray over here is our wonderful map maker for many of our titles, but Auburn and Portia are just friends of mine. And so we're here to get stuff done, and I am very excited. Also, if you like thriller books, be sure to pre-order our upcoming titles for 2026 at inimitablebooks.com. You're not going to want to miss those. You can also still pre-order Cliffs of Wayward, our next title to come out, which is a young adult portal fantasy. It is the sequel to one of the Independent Press Awards 2025 distinguished favorites in the young adult fiction category, which was Down the Well by Veronica King. I'm super, super excited about that. Down the Well was our first signed title, and so this is the sequel and finishing up that duology. And yeah, I'm just so excited about all the stuff we have. But today is a very admin-heavy day. I have luckily done almost all of the admin before we started here, which means I should be able to do some copy editing and preliminary formatting for Thanks for Watching by Kate Kavanaugh. It is so exciting. And yeah, just all the things. Yeah, so that's me and Inimitable Books. Also on this channel, I make videos with writing advice, publishing advice. We have a current playlist where all the videos are so much longer than I intended, where I am going into like how to do certain storytelling techniques and things like that. But most of our other videos are shorter, and I hope to return to the short videos once this playlist is over. The problem is that the current playlist has 24 planned videos, and we've only posted 2. The third one comes out tomorrow.
That's exciting.
But it's in the can, so that's good.
Yeah.
So, watch hours for the channel help us get monetized, put up all of our writing sprints in the background for you. We also have timers if you like to do them on your own, but thanks for being here, and let me share the forest room code for the first tree. I have too many things open on my computer right now. Okay. Oops, someone's been texting me, and I haven't noticed. I'm going to have to check that later. Plant Together. We use the Forest app, not sponsored. We use their Plant Together feature.
Imagine.
Yeah.
They really should sponsor you.
I mean, they should, but at this point, I've already gotten so many people to sign up that they'd be like, well, we have no proof. And I'd be like, especially because the old Inimitable Books channel no longer exists. So I need everyone to be like, no, like I signed up because Zara wouldn't shut up about this.
Everybody contact the Forest Room right now during the first sprint. Tell them about Inimitable Books.
Casually add them on social media.
honestly,
I thought
yes,
you do.
because that's why
I mean, maybe, but like not right now because I don't think you could be in the room and contact them unless you just open up their Instagram or something. I need
I'm
to
in.
enter the room myself.
I'm also in.
Okay, well, I'm not because I sent the invite and then because I hadn't left my earlier room today, it's like, no, you're not going to get the invite.
I usually just sign up for weekends. I knew today I was going to be lazy, so I'm so glad. I do want to get work done. I've just been watching Gilmore Girls all morning.
Nice.
And like kind of picking up the house, so it does feel like I'm being productive, but
That is productive.
it's a lot of like picking something up, standing, hold it, watch what's happening, put it away, pick something else up, stand and
It's
watch.
still better than not picking anything up at all.
It's true.
How do you create it if you're not logged in, Regina? I think also, Regina, you don't post enough, so they think that someone's trying to break into your accounts.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is what I think is happening. So you just gotta, verify that you're you. Normally they have your phone number or your email or something, but I know you had email problems, so I hope they're not connected to your old email. Created in Canva. Well, sometimes Canva music isn't allowed on TikTok, so that could also be a problem. I'm just troubleshooting. Every time Regina adds more, I'm like, well, it could also be this problem. So then how do they verify it's you? Because if they don't have your phone number and you don't have access to your old email, you're going to have to create completely new accounts. I would sign up directly if possible, just because the more sites you give access to your Google account, the more chances your Google account is compromised, because there are more backdoors. Okay, you didn't say you had made a new account. You just said that they said that you didn't exist. So I didn't know that you had already taken that step. Okay. I almost typed in the Twitch command for the timer, and I'm like, nope, we are in StreamYard. We are in StreamYard. It is a different interface. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. It is 1:11, which means nothing to anyone except me because it was my grandma's favorite number. Okay. I was supposed to walk Riley during that sprint, and I didn't, but now she actually wants to go out. So talk amongst yourselves. Don't forget to hydrate, stretch, take your meds, back up your work. Stretching includes your wrists and your neck and all your joints and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be back.
That's funny. It was a good sprint though. I have started working on a new book, and I'm out of my crashing out phase of having to start planning a new book, and I'm now in the I'm enjoying it phase of planning. So we're just going to keep feeling that. But I haven't done much. I've just been like working on like the 3-act structure beats. I'm like now working on Act 3, figuring out what's happening.
Nice. I was going to write. I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna immediately dive in. I mentioned before the last time I was on here, I was mentioning working on Project Gravesong. I ended up switching. Oopsie daisy. So I have 15K words in Project Gravesong and 8K in Dice and Divinity, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm all in for Gravesong, but I'm like, but what if? But what if? And I immediately hit up my siblings. I'm like, guys, I have an idea. They're like, just go for it. So I did. So I'm already at the end of Act 1, and I was like, okay, that was quick.
Yes, I see. I believe in that. I believe you have to like get like the shiny new idea out of your system. I feel like you have like it has to be put out there before you can like work on other things. I love that.
Yeah. Because I was like, normally if I have an idea, I just kind of like write down had this idea and walk away. But I'm like, let me flush it out, get it over with. But something about it after I flush it out, it was like, ooh, I want to dive in this now. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. So I started to, and I'm already in love with it. I already hurt my own feelings twice. It's only been 5 chapters, and I already hurt my own feelings.
Yes, I love that. It's so funny.
So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna work on that today. I didn't. I immediately started working on admin stuff because I looked at my Ko-fi. It was like, oh, I forgot Ko-fi existed. Oh, these social links don't work anymore.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, so I went to go correct that. Updating stuff in the shop because I have the Plot Buddy planner. It's old as crap, and I'm like, let me update that. So I'm doing that now.
Nice.
Then I have to add in some world building stuff because I like world building for people. And then I got yelled at by her included.
What have I done
about my world? Okay, so remember when I mentioned I was gonna offer world building because you were like, "Yeah, I'm trying to pay you for that." And I was like, "No, it's fine." You were like, "No, I'm gonna pay you for that." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I was like,
That's
cool.
so cool.
I set up 3 different tiers of how much I could help, and then I got yelled at again because they were like, "Why are these prices so low?" And I'm like, "Oh,
like
this was fun."
it is priced so low. So this one here,
Yeah.
doesn't like to take money for his expertise, his hard work, anything. Like he made me some mock covers for some projects I'm working on for November, and I was like, well, okay, like just tell me like what account to send it to, like what app to use, and I'll send you some money. He's like, they're mock covers, and I'm like, but they took time and expertise, and he's like, it took me like 30 seconds because you have years of expertise of making covers and doing graphic design. That's why it took you 30 seconds. So I'm paying you for your time. And he's like, no, don't. And then when I said, make people pay you for the world building, and then he set like these like Temu prices for his world building.
Not Temu.
Okay, but like times are hard right now, and I'm just I don't feel comfortable raising the price.
You gotta know your worth.
Thank you, Auburn. Because here's the thing.
And hey, making art is still a job.
It is still a job.
It is still a job.
And what my sibling fails to remember is not only is it a job, not only is it very skilled labor, but us as chronically ill people and otherwise marginalized people, when times are hard for everybody, they're almost impossible for us. Therefore, yes, times are hard for everybody, but you're included in that, everyone, and you deserve to be able to eat and buy medicine and live a life. Yes, you deserve to be able to survive like anybody else, and you need to price your offerings accordingly to survive, says the person that also needs to raise her own prices on Ko-fi. Okay. I'll call myself out.
It's hard following your own advice. But I get it. I had a friend reach out to me. He wrote a short film, like a short web series, and he's like, "Can you love rom-coms? And you like are an author, so can you read this for me and like critique it and go over it?" And like I was like a revisionist of like this script, and then he's like, "Can I send you money on Zelle?" And I was like, "Oh, I thought I was just doing it for fun. I'm gonna get credit. Oh, just send me like, I don't know, $10." And he sent me like 75. He was like, "You're crazy."
Good. Because that's how I was with Gray. When Gray was like, "Oh, I'll just do the maps for free." And I'm like, no.
This is why
I asked how much.
This is why I didn't send the idea to you, Zara, because I was like, I already got yelled at by 3 different people. I'm like, if I send these prices to you, go, "Hey, what do you think?" I'm going to hear it if you don't raise these prices. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to.
Amazing. I know, you just want to do it for fun, but then, you know, they're right. You have to survive.
Yeah, you have to survive. And I just because capitalism makes artists feel like what we offer is not important, that does not make it true.
Oh.
So we have to look. I'm always and says the person whose prices are also too low, because my own dad was like, "I never want to see you selling another book for $15 again." He's like, "Okay, the price is set for this book." He's like, "You have fellowships, you've been writing forever." He's like, "I never want to see another book of yours for $15 again." He's like, "What is this?" And I didn't know that till I started doing book fairs, and literally everyone's book was more expensive than mine. People who
you gotta be within the comp.
Yeah. And that was my bad. But I was like, well, the price is set, but I was like, but the next book will not be $15. Well, for friends, you all can get it for $15, but like not for the general public.
Get that friend discount.
Friend discount.
No, I don't expect discounts from stuff. I'm like, no, someone's worked hard on this. I'm paying for it.
Yeah. I know, I want to support. I want more to happen.
Okay.
How's Riley?
We need to do more tests because all the tests are like, everything's fine. And we're like, well, her behavior would suggest otherwise. So what now? The only behavior is increase in thirst, but they've always been talking about that the whole time of like, if this ever happens, that's something. So we're like, is it caused by this? Is it caused by this? And they both require tests. So we're now trying to see if we can squeeze it in before Thanksgiving or not. My mom and I are also trying to figure out what we're doing for food because we're both hungry but don't want anything in the fridge. Hold on.
That's fair.
Ooh, Portia, Regina wants to know, do you do hardbacks? She's thinking of experimenting with a couple of hardbacks.
Well, funny thing for my poetry collection, I did not, because the poetry collection was fairly short. Longer than Chat, but it was a fairly short collection, so it's paperback. But for upcoming things that are going to be longer, I am thinking about having some hardbacks. I'm thinking about it. And now that I'm fictioning, I think that I might. And every time I say that out loud, I scare myself because I'm like, I'm fictioning.
She was bullied into fictioning.
Good.
I mean,
sometimes bullying is for good.
All my own novels are paperback only, just because I don't want to have to deal with the hardcover and the print on demand and stuff like that. But so far, most Inimitable Books titles have been hardcover, paperback only. Regardless if there's an ebook or not, but like for the print edition, paperback first was 1,000 Words to Get Started, 1,000 Words to Ignite Romance, and From the Diary of Agnes Yeager. There's probably another title in the future that will also be straight to paperback. And then if we release more of our hardcover titles in paperback, depends on how well the hardcovers are doing. So yeah. like it might now make more financial sense to do paperback runs rather than second hardcover print runs as well. So just a lot of things. But at the start, we had 3 titles that needed second print runs, and we did them in hardcover. And they're still selling, so
That's great.
you know, it wasn't like I threw money down the toilet, but you know, had they been paperbacks and they were selling it, we would have a little bit more money. So pros and cons.
That's true, but I think genre really does make a difference, because in the poetry world, hardcover, I mean, unless it's, you know, Nikki Giovanni or Maya Angelou or somebody that's like hugely known, hardcover and poetry is not real. I want to say not.
Or who is the person who did The Hill? Oh my God, the one that the Obama inaugurated.
Amanda Gorman.
Amanda Gorman. I'm like, her name is Amanda, and I can't think of the last name at all. Amanda Gorman. I have that in. I'd actually gotten the first one, and for some reason they sent me her second collection. But I wanted the second collection as well, so I just forgot to go back and buy the first one. But yeah, you know, we're actually going against the grain with doing our thrillers in hardcover. But I think it's going to be really cool, because like Under the Dust Jacket, we have fun things planned.
Ooh.
For all of them.
Exciting.
And then fun end pages for the Thanks for Watching book. Because Kate was like, oh, what if we did this for a prologue? I'm like, can I do you one better? And we make it graphically pretty and make it the end pages. And she was like, yes. And I was like, great. So thanks for watching. We'll have printed end pages, as in like there's actual stuff there, not a map. But there's also the, you know, stuff underneath the dust jacket for all 3. But for Grandma's Little Secret, I think we just have black end pages, and for Mother Mercy, we have red end pages. But it was so funny because the printer was like, oh, we said red end pages and you said red foil. You know that what you picked was like white cloth, right? And I'm like, yes, that was intentional. She's like, okay, good.
Okay, that's nice of them for checking.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. This moment's great. Yeah, just that. Yeah. We've settled on what we're getting.
Which is?
I'm having penne with marinara sauce and, you know, some, I think, basil. Just really simple. My stomach, for some reason, isn't super cooperative today. And then my mom wanted pizza, so we're ordering from an Italian restaurant that does both.
Nice.
Delicious.
Very delicious.
Yeah. I mean, for us, we have so few ebook orders. It's hilarious for Inimitable Books. You know, but I'm happy because I really push these print versions. So,
yeah.
You know, I'll take any reader in any way, but. If people haven't watched our latest YouTube video, please do, because we're currently, you know, above our average video performance. And if we can continue that, then maybe we'll get pushed out more, which would be awesome.
Which one's the newest one? Is it the world building one?
No, it's the compelling characters, which came out after the world building one.
I'm at one behind.
Yes. No worries.
I'll be catching up in the next sprint because for some reason, the good thing is I logged in because I forgot to log into my StreamYard account. So I just logged in on my second screen so I could comment in the chat. And YouTube had unsubscribed me again. So I'm like, no wonder I'm not seeing these videos everybody's talking about.
It's like, YouTube does that and you just gotta, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Eva. Yes, please.
Yeah, I try to check periodically and make sure, but somehow it unsubscribed me and I didn't realize. I was like, no. Like I want this one, like, and it's never from stuff that you really don't want or that you accidentally hit the button. They never unsubscribe you from that.
Yeah, no, they just randomly unsubscribe you from channels, and you're like, no, that one I actually wanted. It's almost a way to be like, oh, what do you actually want? But given they don't alert you, where it's like, hey, you haven't watched this channel in a while, we're going to unsubscribe you. They just do it, and then you wonder why you haven't seen it in forever.
Exactly. So yeah, you'll get a lot of watch time from me because I'm gonna go back and catch up.
Thank you. Also, I didn't walk Riley because I tried to get her dressed for the cold and she would not help at all. And normally if she wants to go out or thinks she could go out or do something, she'll like lift her legs to go into like the armholes for her clothes. No, she was just looking at me like, I am not helping you.
I'll walk, but at what cost?
And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I won't walk you right now. Because if I was looking at the time, I'm like, now would be normally around when she would need to. And she was like, So we'll see what the consequences are of that, whether or not she has an accident or I can finally get her to go out later. During that first sprint, though, she's just like, I don't want to go out at all. She actually doesn't like being carried that much. But for the first sprint, I was adding 2 events to the Inimitable Books calendar because our author, Jessie Elliott, who is the author of the Love and Hell trilogy, books 1 and 2 are out currently, The Devil's Waltz and The Devil's Trials. She's going to be doing this kind of like 2-part event. One's in person and one's digital in February. And I was like, oh, let me add that. Because I saw it on Instagram and I'm like, yeah, I'd like to add this to the website. And I was just double checking all the info with her.
That's cool.
Nice.
Okay. 5, Niner, Kilo, Yankee, Tango, Papa, Sierra, Golf.
It starts with 5 again.
Yeah.
So remember I complained before that my Ko-fi ends about 10 minutes before y'all's do? That's still a thing.
Your what ends before?
My I said Ko-fi, didn't I? My the what am I doing? The forester map. Yeah, there we go. Whenever we set the timer, it starts off perfectly fine, but then mine stops 10 minutes before y'all. It's like, hey, you earned a tree. I'm like, we're still going.
I got fully kicked out of the last room, even though it said I was still in the room. And I don't know. So
love that.
We're just going as if everything's fine. And if it doesn't, we tried.
Yeah, because I think I don't know if I got kicked out or what, because I looked and I was like, oh, we have 6 minutes left. And I started doing my face because I was just like, it's just a base face. Like, it's not going to take 6 minutes. And then I heard you all and I was like, okay, or we're back.
Yeah.
Hey, Bria.
Yeah, I realized I had said it and then either put it up and immediately took it down in a brain fart or forgot to put it up entirely in a brain fart. So it's I'm going to see if I can join the room effectively this time. If not, we'll see.
Hey, Bria. Oh, I see you in Forest. Check you out.
I see everyone I expect to in the room, which is great. Also, if I haven't said hi to you for entering the chat, hi. Sorry, I've just had a lot of admin stuff today and my brain's a little bit fried because I've been working for hours before we started the stream. But I'm getting a lot of things done that need to get done, so I can't really complain. And yeah, let's start this sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. And there's no ASMR today because I went to sleep with a headache and I am kind of starting to get one now. How did everyone do?
You were talking about food, so I had like a small lunch. I'm going to Korean barbecue later, so I got something small, not to fill up, but just to open my stomach for the pork belly I will be eating later. And then I just I don't know, wrote like a sentence.
Nice. I started working on the new updated Plot Bunny planner, and that's pretty much all I've been working on for this moment.
So I actually figured out the plot to the vampire story. So now it's going to be a little easier to write now that I know what it's actually about. So
I love it.
Be doing that, and I thought I had more time. So cookie, because I thought I had time to nibble a cookie, and then
That's fine. I got halfway through my lunch, so I still got more to do.
So that is a thing. So I'm excited about the story, and I'm going to do a daily pull with the Rosebud Tarot deck. It's Diana Rose Harper's deck, because I'm trying to get into a habit of doing a daily pull. So I put it in the Finch app, because if it's in there, I'll do it. If it's not in there, I will maybe not do it. So I'll just keep it in there until it sticks as a habit. So yeah, that's what I was doing.
I was doing some admin stuff and also eating, like I showed off. $218 words. Awesome. Welcome. Hope the melon was yummy. What project are you working on? If you said earlier, I do apologize.
I believe that was the first thing.
Yeah. I didn't say what I was working on. I just said I'm working on it. I'm doing like a cozy fantasy young adult thing. It's called Good Luck Kisses, about a girl whose kisses give good luck, except to the one person she actually wants to kiss.
Oh, I'd sob immediately.
Oh, it's fun. It'll be a mess. It'll be great. The tension, it'll be great.
Fun.
Ooh.
Who doesn't love that as a premise?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit slow. This headache is... I'm definitely going to be napping after this live stream.
Are you good to continue? Because
I am. No, if I wasn't, I would be like, I'm so sorry, but I'm cutting this short. But I am. Also, I realized I forgot to say that don't forget to hydrate, stretch, take your meds, and back up your work, because we've been on a break while we've been chatting. But let me find the tree. The ginkgo is so pretty in this app, and I have such a vendetta against real life ginkgo trees, because they're basically all that's planted on my block, and they smell like, I think it's the female that releases pods, and if you step on it, it smells like vomit.
Oh, joy. Love that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's just like, ugh.
Is it some sort of like defense mechanism that
smells bad?
It's
to attract animals to come towards it, so that they'll, whatever pollen
makes sense
gotten from the male ones, or I have it reversed and it's the male ones releasing the pods, but I don't think that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's probably the female ones, because I can't say everywhere, but I know in DC we have this problem that they planted way more female trees because the flowers are pretty. So trees release more pollen, and because there are way less male trees to kind of balance that out,
It's so disgusting. Like, luckily, my mom's building that I'm currently living in is really good at like sweeping it, and I don't have this problem in my neighborhood where I live because they didn't do that. But then if we walk down the block where it's like another building or a restaurant or whatever, they're not constantly sweeping their sidewalks, so it's just like you can't without breaking one and being like, ugh.
Yeah. We have that in DC. And because I'm a year-long allergy sufferer, it's pretty rough sometimes because there's so much pollen to the point where we actually get news articles written about it every few years. People are like, did you know that Washington, D.C. is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies? I'm like, I'm aware. I'm from here.
You're like, that doesn't mean I'm going to move.
Like, don't remind me.
It's like when I find out, like most of the people I know who have cats, there are a few people who I know who do not fall into this, but most of the people who I know who have cats are like, oh yeah, I'm allergic. And I'm like, how? I don't find that as much with people who own dogs though. Like there are some people, but there are most people who own dogs, if they're allergic to dogs, they specifically get a hypoallergenic dog.
In my defense, these are my mother's cats and my brother's cats, and I moved into their space, so it's my own fault.
Yes.
But they are not allowed in my room. I'm like, they cannot be sitting on stuff that I'm around.
Yeah. No, that's valid.
Mine was stubbornness. I got the allergy test done, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're highly allergic to cats." And I knew something was wrong because at that point, every time I tried to pet my neighbor's cat, my throat was doing a thing. And I thought, oh, it's like really bad allergies. It's like, no, you're allergic. You're literally allergic. Like it
I mean, it is really bad allergies just to a cat, not
just yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
in general.
I was like, no, they're cute, they're fluffy. I want the cat, so I made myself go near cats more.
Yeah, because we had cats growing up, but I had like a pretty good tolerance for it. But I had moved away, and it's actually funny. So the first and only time I ever had COVID, I like visited my mom's house, and there was all the cats, and I like woke up the next day, and I thought I was dying, and I thought it was because of the cats. Took a test, it was COVID.
Oh. That's rough.
Yeah. That reminds me, I need to get my COVID shot. My mom is still going and getting her excessive COVID shot. So like every time she travels, she gets a COVID shot. Every time she's going to be, which sounds good on the face, but my mom's had like 16 COVID shots.
How many have I have not had that many. I've had a good number, but
yeah, I think I've had like 6. I think that's like where you're supposed to be, like 6, 7-ish range. My mom, on the other hand, like
she's going for a world record.
I think I'm at 7.
Yeah, so somewhere around in there, I think is. But because I'm immunocompromised because of some of my medicine, so she's just like, I'm trying not to kill my child. So every time she's gonna like travel or be on a plane, she gets a COVID shot, which is really sweet, but also like, is that okay? Oh, good Lord. I just saw your picture, Gray. I'm like,
the cedar fever?
Yeah.
I love freaking my friends out with that. They're like, oh, where are you at now? I want to come visit. I'm like, are you sure about that? Because they all think around December will be better because it's a lot cooler in Texas. I'm like, yes, but we either have extreme heat or extreme cold. There is no softness in between. So we're about to hit extreme cold. And if you have allergies, I was like, your nose will not like you. You will be literally knocked out. We have cedar fever. They don't understand what I mean when I say that. So I have to tell them to Google that, look at the pictures, look at the videos, and you'll see like in the sky, we can literally see it in the sky. I'm like, oh, those extra clouds? No, that's cedar fever.
That's crazy. I don't know what that looks like.
Wild.
It's
oh my
a legit
God, that's
thing.
Scary.
That's crazy. I would think there was like a fire.
The first time you experience it, you will be in bed for a good couple of days. for a good couple of days.
Oh my god.
I'd rather have the flu.
so
Mind you, I get the flu every
scary.
year. I'd rather deal with the flu than deal with cedar fever.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Just
But
Texas things.
COVID messed up my respiratory system. Like colds and flus, actually, I understand why people complain about them. I used to think everyone who was complained about a cold was a big baby. I'm like, your snot's green instead of clear, like it is with allergies. What's the big deal? And it's like, oh no, a cold actually makes you feel sick, and then flu actually feels like bad. I still think there are a lot of people who are babies when they get the flu, and they're like, I can't do anything, and I'm like,
so men. No offense, Greg.
Men, no. I was about to say men, but also
I
cis
didn't
men.
say it, but we all got it.
I'll be like, my dad will get sick. He's like, oh my god, I can't do anything. I'm like, it's a cold. Get up, you're fine. Like, but because my lungs are crap, and after the first time I had COVID, a cold is just like the worst thing in the world now. And I'm like, I understand. I can't say anything anymore.
I'm just whiny. I'll get up, I'll do like my thing and everything I need to do, but I'll just be a big baby about it. I'm the problem.
I just saw what was it? It was somewhere on the internet, obviously. And someone was like, oh, it was on Threads. And a woman's husband was like, why aren't the kids fed and ready for school? And she was in bed sick with the flu, and everyone's like, throw the whole man out. Get a divorce now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, get a divorce now. Like, you're literally sick, and he's doing this. Like, if you ever get a terminal illness, like that's it. Just get out. He doesn't view you as a person.
Nope.
Oh, you know what's funny? Which I was not warned about? When starting tea, my pain tolerance got worse. Apparently that's normal.
Because that increases pain sensitivity. It's why when during a certain part of the menstrual cycle, we're all in so much more pain while our body is also doing things that are painful to us. And it's
I'm so used to like being in pain and going about my business. Like, okay, this is normal. And now it's like the slightest bit of pain is like, I'm dying. This is my deathbed. This is where I leave the earth. And I'm like, I've never been this sensitive to pain.
Well, it's also why men will be like, why is this shower like as hot as hell? And it's like, what are you talking about? This is only 90
I can't enjoy that anymore.
This is only 90 degrees. And it's because apparently I saw a video about this from a doctor. Women or female bodies, whatever, have a higher core temperature, but it's more centralized. So we're trying to get the rest of our limbs to match, whereas men have a lower core temperature and it's more spread out. Like it's not only in the torso, basically. So they're like, I don't want hot things on my arms because I already feel warm-ish in my arms.
That makes sense, but that would make sense as to why my cis male partners have been so warm to cuddle up to. Like they're warmer than, like their extremities stuff, which,
Yeah, you're like, give me that.
Yeah, it's like, I'll take a little of that. It's like, I'm always freezing, but it's like, I'm glad that you generate heat, like, like some kind of Bunsen burner. Literally,
So funny.
The smell partner I've had has been like a Bunsen burner, and I'm like, this is fun.
That's why people make the joke, it's time to get a partner when it's getting colder outside.
Yeah.
You got a huddle for warmth. Yep.
And then they're just like promptly dump prior to Valentine's Day so you don't have to do gift giving. And then they're just like,
oh yeah, that's what they talk about with cuffing season.
Yeah, you gotta dump them before Valentine's Day, or else you're in there, and then summer's gonna come and you're tied down, and then what are we doing? Yeah. Like get in, get out. Like
I saw someone say that the reverse is the disgusting cow milk thing was why have the pig for just a little sausage? And I was like, Like, you know what? It is a good fire meets fire. I don't know that we need either, but if you're gonna, you're fine. Yeah, now everyone has a clap back.
That's true.
Love that.
But yeah, I saw that on Threads, and I'm like, this is.
That's so funny.
That's kind of accurate though, and I would say, as the queer friend that still like is involved with cis men, which I know, like for what? Like I actively look at myself like, why? Why do you?
Queer people who are still attracted to cis men are proof that it's not a choice.
It's not a choice. It's
Yeah,
not.
100%.
It's not.
I get so mad at myself. Like, why? Why can't I?
Why
turn
would
this
we
off?
sign up for this? Like,
I know. What other species is attracted to its own predator?
No, because I tried to explain that. Like, I was getting angry and explaining this to my mom, and she's like, "I know, sweetheart. I know. Sometimes we just wish we could turn that off." I had to sit there. I was like, "Ma'am, you're still married to my father. What do you mean?" It's like, he's different. I trained him. It's different.
It's like, or how about parents raise their sons to not need to be trained and actually parent their kids growing up decent human beings? But that's too much to ask.
My dad had a bunch of aunts and some uncles who had no nonsense. So anytime he tried some normal cis man bullshit, they would cut him down real fast. Like, we don't do that.
We love the matrix.
That.
Oh,
I'm like, good old Southern family. They're like, oh no, we don't do that. We don't do that. So my dad will come home from overseas and be like, okay, what needs to be done in the house? And immediately we're like, sir, you just got through traveling. And he's like, and my wife is working in the house, so I will be working with her until she sits down. And I'm like, and this is why my standards are the way they are, because where do they make them like that now? They don't. So I'm screwed.
They don't, which is why I always say, I was like, even though there's a part of me that is looking forward to approaching my Puma and Cougar years, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. Like, I'll be 40 next month, so I'm like, I'm getting to this point where I'm just like, yeah, I can. And then somebody younger
is
than
that
30,
when you become a cougar? Like that
That is
early?
too young, though, isn't it? Isn't it like 45 and above?
Yeah, I was gonna say 40 sounds too young.
That's too young.
Are they moving the goalpost on me? Like, can I? Although,
I mean,
like,
if you want to call yourself a cougar at 40, go for it. But I think society, for once, isn't actually making it too early.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a little too young to say cougar. Like, that's too young.
but fair. But
I think it depends on the age of the partner that makes you a cougar, or do I not know what a cougar means?
No, the woman has to be of a certain age.
Yeah.
And the part, like, there has to be a certain age gap, but also it's not just like, oh, the age gap no matter what.
Fair. Although I was like,
it's not just like, oh, there's a big age gap. It's like basically an older woman who's going for someone who was probably like, just out of college or something.
I don't know how
I don't like it. It's icky. A lot of these things are icky. I am not necessarily co-signing. I'm just saying definition of cougar as I have always understood it is like in my mind was always at least 50, but maybe it's 45. And like someone who's like 18 to 25.
Gross. So fetus to fetus. Okay.
Because Cher's current boyfriend is younger than I am. And I'm like, ew. But also how, because somebody younger than 30 like breathes in my direction and I'm like, no, thank you. I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, then it happens and I'm like, ew, no. Like, no.
Aside from my cousins, if anyone who's younger than 18, like if I see them on the internet even, I'm just like, no, I'm not interested.
No.
Like for writing and other stuff, yes. But if it's just like, oh my God, here's like insert stupid take about a historical event I lived through that is like important enough that everyone should know about it. And it's not like, oh, who cares? But it's like a big event like 9/11 or something. It's like, no. your shit AI based take has no place here.
Or on Twitter where they go, "Hey Grok, let me ask you this." I'm like, you went to Grok? You can't crack open a book? I'm sorry, Google still exists.
But
What is
also,
this?
we want to talk about brain rot. You went to Grok out of all the other AIs that exist. You went
Out
to
of
Grok,
all of
which has
them.
been proven.
It's embarrassing
wrong.
to admit. People should
Yeah,
feel
it's
embarrassed.
like you should. Are you not embarrassed? Like
The
that?
good thing is,
But
on Twitter
like,
when people do that, they get shut down so fast. Someone's like, "Did you really just ask Grok?"
it's like you asked Grok. You didn't even ask ChatGPT, Claude, or Perplexity, and I'm sure there are others, and I don't co-sign AI at all. But at least go for one that hasn't proven by itself that it is very, very skewed and biased.
Mind you, Grok will tell you itself like, "Oh yeah, I'm this way because I was like
I
told
know
it to
Grok
answer
is
everything."
surprisingly honest about itself.
It's so creepy.
I'm
creepy.
surprised they haven't coded that out of Grok yet
That
after the first time.
they tried a couple times because it openly admitted that, and I'm like, "Oh
I
my god!"
know.
Like, aren't
Get
y'all
the quiet
concerned?
part out loud.
I'm like, are y'all not concerned? You're trying to do this and it's saying, "Oh no, they tried to, it doesn't work." And I'm like, "What do you mean it doesn't work? What do you mean?"
Okay, we're going to start the next sprint because we could keep chatting forever.
Yes.
This is true.
And for some reason, it is getting rid of my headache, but I still have stuff to do. So, yeah. Hide this. Put this up in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. I am so close to being done with my admin work today.
Yes. It's slow moving. I'm now in Act 3. I just have to figure out the finale. I have a couple of ideas, but I don't know. We'll see.
So, hey, Gwenna. I'm still working on the Plot Bunny planner. I'm adding a lot more stuff that I didn't have before.
Hey. I'm just, now that you reminded me, Gray, about Ko-fi, like I remembered that it exists. I also have Ko-fi Gold. I need to put some stuff up because I just realized that my original idea a few months ago was I could put up, I want to do a zine in Canva, and sell it to raise some money towards going to the watering hole to graduate this year. I'm going in December between Christmas and New Year. So, and I was like, because for some reason I feel bad trying to like raise funds for it. And I'm just like, I'm graduating from a really prestigious writing fellowship. Like, buy the thing. Like, I feel weird like talking about it. So I'm like, but I should like put it out there and be like, I'm going to do a zine. And if you want to purchase it to support me going to this thing, that would be
Now,
great.
if it was anyone else doing that and saying that, how would you respond?
I would be like, first of all, hell yeah, you're
Someone
ready.
that you like, you know, obviously not.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
never give you money, but like someone you like.
No, even if it was somebody I didn't like, I would be like, you're accomplishing a huge thing and let people support your art, and closed mouths don't get fed. And you have to tell people that you're doing a thing so people can support your thing. So,
Uno
Mhm.
reverse.
Correct.
fine. So, okay. So I'll get that up, and maybe I will just do like an extended Black Friday sale, and like put
Ooh.
the thing up and do like a Black Friday thing for it. And
Yeah. See? Mhm.
okay. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Gwenna. And I know that you are on my side because we just streamed together on Tuesday.
The Uno reverse. Yes, the Uno reverse. Because anytime I say like, "Hey guys, I want to do a thing," and it's like, "Okay, but what's the price?" I don't want to say the price because I know exactly what's gonna happen, and so you can't tell me to do better for myself. And then you go, "I feel weird with the no Uno reverse." You do good for yourself too.
I mean, people do, but yes, we should not be hypocrites.
We should not be.
But if we want to talk about hypocrites, I talk about that in my, is it character creation video or is it my villains video? Which, if it's a villains video, that comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
Or if it's my morally gray characters video, that's on Tuesday. Sorry.
Love a good
I can't
morally
remember.
gray
I've been
character.
working on all these back to back, and I'm like, I don't remember.
I am a villain. I tell people that. I'm like, I am a villain. I like to believe that I'm chaotic neutral, although my husband is like, no, he's like lawful evil easily. And I'm like, but you're supposed to love me. Did you just call me lawful evil?
You really
Hey,
are,
that
though.
can still be lovable.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That can 100% be still lovable. Okay, I need to figure out what tree we're going to plant.
Exactly. Jail. I agree with you, Gwenna. Like,
Not jail.
Maybe a timeout, but even then, I don't think.
Like you say to the corner for like 10 minutes tops and just walk
Yeah,
away.
that's a timeout. That's a timeout.
Jail.
He should be lying to your. Oh,
He should be, because that's what love is. I mean, it's not, but you know.
I can't wait until I make my video about the romance genre.
Bria, please.
Ooh, me too.
I know. And here's the thing: I very rarely like romance because sometimes I'm picky about romance. I'm not going to say I'm picky about romance because sometimes I find romance characters to be a bit too two-dimensional, and then I met you, and then everything like was wonderful, happily ever after, and I never had another concern again. And it's like, how about I met you, life was still crap, easier to deal with the crap.
Well, that's why I've been doing the videos of like, here's how to make your protagonist and also characters in general not be two-dimensional. Then like, here's your villain, and then here's your morally gray characters, and your morally gray character could actually be your protagonist. So like, it's not all or nothing, but like, let's get the characters out of the way, because we got the world building first, and then who lives in your world, cool. And then I have other like plot devices I want to go through, and then I want to be going through different genres and being like, okay, you know how we talked about how your characters need to like make sense in your plot, and your plot needs to make sense for your characters, and they all need to make sense with the world, and it's like a 3 thing, and they all connect. Okay, so no one likes when someone just completely loses themselves to a relationship. It sucks when your best friend only becomes like someone in a relationship, and it sucks when you're reading it too. I've got a lot more to say, but like, I love the romance genre. So when I critique it with love, but also do better.
See, I want to get into it more, like especially romantasy, but I'm like, I don't know. And my friends are like, we'll give you all the recs, and I'm like, I have fears.
I just don't like the name romantasy. And I think we've talked about this. Like, I just don't like the name romantasy.
I think it's just a buzzword. It's just like a buzzword that's become a fad.
It is, but I think it's also
because there's been romance and fantasy forever.
Yeah.
But yeah. I do think that romantasy does have a place, because when I hear fantasy romance, I think there's either like, it's romance with the sprinkling of fantasy. Or it's a fantasy world that like we barely care about, but it is foundational enough to stand up on its own theoretically, with the romance being front and center. But a lot of romantasy books are like, no, we're going to try and have it be 50-50. But then book talk is like, oh, it's all about the romance. Or it's, look at all like the political machinations. And it's like, people would read The Cruel Prince, I think, and they'd be like, I got into this because of Jude and Carden, and you're telling me that they interact like a embarrassingly small percentage of the book. What the heck? So to me, romantasy, like, it is a little bit useful to gauge, and it's not always not everyone uses it the same way, so it's not a perfect measure. But to me, if someone calls their book romantasy instead of fantasy romance, I'm like, okay, I'm expecting the scales to be a little more like this, rather than one is heavier than the other. And when you see romance, I tend to think the romance is going to be stronger, because it's like, when you say dystopian romance, it's like a romance set in a dystopia. So it's like the subgenre comes first. But I think it's really funny that I think of it that way, because I'm sure a lot of other people are like, no, romantasy is when the romance takes center stage in the fantasy. And I'm like, have you read some of these? Like, they have fantasy worlds. Are they built on potentially very problematic systems and assumptions? Yes. But like, that is a fantasy world that functions. That if there was a different plot existing in it, you would just call it a straight up fantasy.
Fair. And I think part of this is because, and I'm seeing people in the comments about TikTok.
Yay!
And I don't trust. Okay, here's my hot take that will get me canceled. I don't trust book talk.
It's been an honor knowing you.
I don't trust book talk. I think book talk gives shitty very mediocre recommendations 95% of the time.
Book Talk is incredibly, we're liberal, but secretly conservative values.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's all I'll say right now.
This is why I made the mistake of asking for recommendations on Book Talk, and everything they gave me, I was like, oh, are y'all okay? Are y'all good? Because no.
No, the answer is no. The answer is no, Gray.
Yeah, they're not okay. And also, I think also because I am a backlist reader that is trying to get into reading newer stuff. Like, I just am more attracted to backlist books. Like, I'm that person that this book has been out a year that's new to me. Like, I love going back and discovering older titles. So I'm also like, is it good or is it just the new thing the Book Talk is talking about? Like, is it a good book or is it just a new book? Which is another hot take that might also get me canceled. It's been fun streaming with you.
There's a Riley.
Hi, Riley. Hi, Riley. Which
I don't give this mug away for free.
Because I stream with Inimitable Books because I know that the books are going to be good and new, which other people can't really guarantee.
I love it. Thank you.
Oh, and Jabria is 100% correct, saying Book Talk's for people who read for vibes and not for sustenance. Because whenever they give me a book like, hey, read this, I immediately plug that into YouTube, say, let me listen to a rant about it. And the rants are like, let me tell you why this is crap. And they break it down so beautifully. And I go, oh, and y'all recommended this to me? How dare.
Yeah, no, I mean, the problem is with marketing our titles on Book Talk, I'm like, I gotta make it look vibey to the point that there is no substance so that it does well in this algorithm. But like, we actually have real substance in these books. And I'm not saying that there are no books that got popular on Book Talk that didn't have like substance. It's just not necessarily the stuff I want. But then there's a lot of things where you're like, I feel like this is the same book in a different font.
Like the lady that everybody loved that did the, I'm going to probably, this is probably the wrong plot. The one where the lady, was it that she died and her husband is reading her diary, but she's not really dead? She pretended to be dead, or
is this the plot of a fictional book or a real TikToker?
No, I know who you're talking. Reads with Rachel did a video on her.
Gone Girl?
Oh yeah, she was on
no,
not
Gone Girl. It's a book, but it's this lady that had books that everybody loved her books for a while, but they were all extremely problematic and not well written. And I can't think of the name.
Yeah, she was on Twitter because it was like her daughter or someone who mentioned, someone of her family members who mentioned that she had died or with something like that, and then people figured out
I remember hearing about this. Yes, I remember. Okay, yeah. This took a moment to jog my memory.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I found out about it like late at night, and I thought I was just dreaming about it. Then I woke up the next day like, oh no, this is real. Someone even they tried that. Yeah,
is it Susan Meechan?
I can't remember her name. But
you know what? It might be, and I somehow was confusing that lady with Colleen Hoover, who also like. I'm like,
let's not go there.
That's a whole other mess.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm sure we have this friend. I won't go down that road, but
no. I just that one. Oh, we don't want me getting on a soapbox for that. I mean, maybe we do, but I don't want to right now. I'd like to not give myself the headache that
I'm saving my energy for better things.
Yeah,
you want to boost your mood though? Watch YouTube video rants about Colleen Hoover, and it just makes my day 1,000. Watching people lose their minds and get angry. I'm like, yes, thank you.
It's so bad. And it was so
on TikTok, and you see any Inimitable Book stuff that looks interesting to you, please reshare. As
I do it every time.
Be the book talk you want to see.
Yes, that is great advice. Be the book talk you want to be. Says the person that logs on to TikTok once a month, and then I'm just like, Hey everybody, sorry I forgot this app.
I log in once a week because the social media assistant handles it all the other days of the week, and it's lovely.
I get sucked into horribly. I rot too long. I deleted it. I delete TikTok like once every couple of months, and then I bring it back because I want to watch like fan edits and things. But I'm in a deleted phase right now. I'm not looking at it.
And my mom loves TikTok. That's why
and Legos and hot balls.
And yeah, I get TikToks from my mom, but I'm gonna tell you what sucks me in as a person that's typically frugal. TikTok shop, because I will end up with stuff that I'm just like, but these pants look so stretchy and comfortable. I don't need this, but they look stretchy and comfortable. Then I'll go and read the reviews. Oh, they are stretchy and comfortable.
You'll usually find people are in their there's a trend now where people go through the TikTok shop and they're like, let me give you the real reviews, and they'll tell you whether it's actually trash or not. Like, you see them actually using the product and being like, don't buy this crap, or no, this is actually good. They're like, oh, these pants are stretchy for really big people, and it shows someone like, hey, I'm actually really big, let me show you, these are actually comfortable, or these are not actually comfortable. And I'm like, yes, I trust you. I have so many things bookmarked and saved that I don't need. I know I don't need it, but it's like,
the thing is though, is that everything I've bought actually works. And that's the bad part, because it just encourages me. Like, no, I went through a period where before I knew that Temu was awful.
Oh yeah, no,
I had bought like not anything where it's like, if this is broken, it's a waste of money and or dangerous, like a fire hazard. But like just little things, and they've all, I have them, and that's. But then I was like, this is it. This is no.
So I thought I was safe because I was like, my main thing, like my obsession is like anything tarot or like D20 dice related. And someone's like, oh no, there's a bunch of D20 dice. I made the mistake of looking. I was like, let me just buy some.
Oh, no.
Like, I'll get a couple stickers for $5. I had 300 stickers sent to me for $5. I'm like, for $5? Oh no, TikTok, what have you done to me?
That's crazy.
What they wanted to. Yeah, no, I honestly think TikTok Shop is the most effective online shopping thing. Although Etsy gets me too. So I don't go on Etsy anymore really. Unless I'm like, I need a refill of my candle. But I now melt all my candles together into Franken candles. So that
love that.
Fun.
And that, I just I never cared about Facebook Marketplace. I never cared about Instagram Shop that much. Because there was once TikTok Shop existed, I was like, this same account has a TikTok Shop. We are setting up our TikTok Shop. We are in the process. The thing is that because our books are currently housed at Simon & Schuster, because they are our distributor and they are awesome, they were like, oh yeah, we need to send your books to a different warehouse because we don't handle drop shipping. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. But then that company, unfortunately, they just had some technical problems. Now they're all set or whatever. So hopefully soon we'll be able to have buy buttons on our videos, because I'm just
nice.
That'll be nice.
It will be so nice.
Oh no.
No, but she's saying it's good that she can't go crazy. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
I've never bought anything from social media, but I'm like a grandpa. I'm not on any social media.
So good. That's
it is good. I'm very happy about that.
Because even if I don't touch a shopping app for months, it's still like, hey, the last time you bought something, you were interested in this. I'm like, God damn. But yeah, so we're not going to have all of our titles available immediately on TikTok Shop, but we will have some where you can buy them individually, but also we will have bundles where you can save money, and they will also be signed copies through the TikTok Shop, which is, so I'm excited about that.
Oh no. Oh no. Do you know how many books I have saved? Because people are like, oh yeah, I have like imperfect ones, or I'm like they're perfect to me. Let me buy them.
Yeah, no, I like that too, but Simon and Schuster does something else with damaged books, so I don't know if it's worth like having those copies sent over and then selling those through TikTok Shop. But yeah. Does she need to go out?
I don't know. I mean, she wants to eat, so I'm gonna make her dinner.
Okay, it's Riley's dinner time. So
Oh crap! I should find food. I have not
right.
done that.
Raise your hand if you've eaten an actual meal today. I'm disappointed but not surprised.
Everything hurts. So I'm like right now I'm the most comfortable. Getting food means getting up and actually moving around the kitchen. That's not gonna happen. So I probably won't eat for a good hot second. I'm not gonna lie, but I probably should attempt to look for food.
Make a plan to eat food. We're going to start at the 30-minute mark just because we're so close. But
ooh,
great. Portia, don't think I didn't notice you didn't raise your hand.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking down like, well, Portia didn't raise her hand either.
Oh no, I have good peripheral vision, Gray.
But I have had a cookie, so therefore my blood sugar will not drop. So this is not a diabetic hazard. Thank you for my TED talk.
I have my tablets.
I'm glad you've had something. That's still not enough.
I have my tablets for emergency, so I won't be having a diabetic issue either. I just need to actually eat. But that means actually cooking and getting up.
Okay, can you at least make a plan for what you're going to eat after this live stream ends? Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Those tablets are nasty. Try the gel. Oh, sorry.
Nope, it's okay. We're just about to start our final sprint. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. And if Gray does not have a plan for what he's going to eat, we can all berate him at the end of the sprint.
Oh my god.
How did everyone do?
I did good. I had the epiphany, and I know the finale sort of like fun little like twist and like how to overcome it and digging deep down and all that. I think I figured it out. So now everything's gonna just like fall into place. I'm very excited.
I love that.
I'll go since I think Gray is getting something to eat, hopefully. I was able to cleanse my Oracle deck and my Tarot deck that I haven't used in a while, and I pulled my cards for the day, and I do have a plan for lunch. So the plan that I don't want is I can do tuna salad, but hopefully because my husband is here, we will go and we will get something that I don't have to cook. So hopefully, because he also has not eaten, so I will tell him that you all said he too has to eat. I mean, you all don't give a damn if he eats, but I will tell him that you all said that
He
he
does
too.
No,
eat.
my
Well,
favorite
if
meal
you-
is the
if-
one I don't have to cook.
If you care about him, then yes, he has to eat.
Okay.
He has to eat. And yes, I did get food. I'm waiting for it. It's actually about to arrive pretty soon in like a hot minute or two. But yes, I did get food.
Yum.
Yes. Good on you, Gray.
Wait, what number sprint was that?
That was the last one.
That was the last one.
Oh, sweet.
We did it.
We
Do you mind if I
made
say
it.
my outro? Because my food is literally going to be at the door in like a minute.
Yeah, go for it.
What it do, everybody? My name is Grayson Wild, and I write with pride. I like diving into fantasy, high, low, and all in between, accompanied by a warm mug of coffee. Thank y'all for having me. I will see y'all later, and I'm going to dip out.
Bye.
I love the smooth operator radio voice he does.
Yes.
I know.
It's so good. It's so satisfying.
It's great.
So, well, I'll go then. I am Portia. I am a poet, genre bending writer, and I love my rainbow hair and my cat ears. I'm the author of Low Bridge, High Water poetry collection, which you can find at the link that is running across the bottom of your screen.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. My name is Auburn Morrow. I'm the author of The Trial Period. It is a teen rom-com, heavy on the rom, heavy on the com. You can buy it now and read now.
Love that. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the founder of Inimitable Books, a small publishing company dedicated to uplifting marginalized voices without pigeonholing authors into writing about their trauma. We have lots of titles available. Please check them out on our website. If you pre-order a title, make sure that you download your receipt as either a screenshot or a JPEG or a PDF or something, and then you can upload that into the individual pre-order forms for each title, because each title has a special associated gift with it, and I'm really excited for some of these, so definitely check those out. We have fantasy, we have romance, our romance currently, we have a paranormal one and then like a sweet fairy tale romance one, but both of them awesome romances, but also really good in the world building as well. And then we have 3 thrillers coming out, which I'm excited for. We have 2 writing prompt books, and we have 1 divination deck. So lots and lots of things. Check them out. We have, we also have 1 middle grade book, a bunch of young adult books, and a bunch of adult books. So basically, any way you slice it, unless you're like, I want sci-fi. We don't currently have sci-fi. I do apologize. Maybe one day. But for now, lots of stuff. Please check it out. If you haven't already, like the stream and subscribe to the YouTube channel, please do. We have been releasing longer videos recently, so if you're interested in those at all, it would really help for you to watch all the way through and then leave a comment. We also have a bunch of shorter videos. So every playlist except our Master Your Craft playlist has short, like 15-ish minute videos in them, and you can just go through those as well. Tomorrow we have another long video coming. It's all about how to write effective villains in your book, and I'm super excited about that one because we get to talk about some villainous characters from well-known books. And yeah, so thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.